It is Tuesday, February 6, 2024. I'm DeAndre Hamilton. Good morning, and this is your morning edition of news, a Magnetic Media production.
There's only one place in Providenciales where you can really feel your duty-free savings, and that's at Sam's Club on Leeward Highway. Duty-free bread basket items on top of Sam's Club already low prices? If you're not shopping at Sam's Club, you're paying too much.
The government has promised that today, February 6, residents of the Turks and Caicos Islands will be able to see exactly who is in the running to redevelop the Providenciales International Airport. A press release from the Turks and Caicos Islands Airports Authority indicated that 8 bidders have lined up for pre-qualification for the redevelopment of the PLS, or the Howard Hamilton International. Pre-qualified list of potential tenders is planned for release, and following that will be the issuance of the ITT, or invitation to tender, and draft contract. Whoever wins that contract will have 5 years to redevelop the PLS as part of a long-term agreement to also manage the operations of the facility. After a violent week, while some are comforted by officials' promises of action, many residents of the Turks and Caicos are afraid, and so are tourists, based on the 120 comments left in reaction to the joint statement made on Saturday by Premier Washington Mizik and TCI Governor Delini Daniel Selvaratnam. It was live on Facebook. Some comments alleged that the frustrations of locals were not being heard, and residents were losing hope. Others called for more visible policing, a police academy to increase recruits, and better rehabilitation of offenders. Others were appreciative of the sentiment, congratulating the premier and the governor for speaking with authority while encouraging all residents to fight crime together. The comments follow a violent weekend in the country that left 4 men dead and 5 others, including a child, nursing gunshot wounds. Coming up later today, how HMP releases are changing. Magnetic Media is your news leader.
This is an important advisory from Digicel Turks and Caicos. All Digicel subscribers whose SIM cards were issued prior to July 2021, kindly visit your nearest Digicel store and have your SIM card swapped at no cost to you. There's also dedicated SIM swap teams that will be at different locations throughout the various islands on specific days. Please look out for the communication via SMS text message. This is a Telecoms Commission regulatory mandate and enhances network reliability and speed. Please swap your SIM cards as soon as possible to avoid mobile service interruption.
Following a January 8th start, all schools on each island are now engaged in the Social Enrichment Academic After-School Program, or SEAP, promised by the Ministry of Education in early 2023. Scheduled for Mondays through Thursdays from 3 p.m. to 5 p.m., the program has approximately 1,500 students enrolled and 170 staff and residents involved. Activities include art and craft, the performing arts, tourism, heritage, farming, and environmental clubs, cadets, Girl Guides, culinary, Red Cross, and others. The Turks and Caicos Sports Commission is also assisting with activities like swimming. The Coroner's Court of the Turks and Caicos continued in its first week of operation last Tuesday with the deaths of Sonia Mondesir and Phyllis Genial, who died in June 2023, and Sheng Li Fu, who died on January 12th this year, under scrutiny. Last week, Wednesday's coronial cases included that of a baby boy, Charvel Smallwood, who died in November last year, and Brandon Swan, who was allegedly run over or hit by a vehicle on October 10th in 2021. Thursday, the coroner's court heard the matter of Laverne Lolo Smith of Providenciales. He was allegedly shot and killed by police back in 2018 in an incident on January 1st. Arguably, there appears to have been a dramatic 180-degree change in crime communication from the Office of the Premier, and it seems to coincide with the arrival of Delini Daniel Selvaratnam, TCI's newest governor. The marked difference has included more swift responses on criminal incidents with actionable solutions announced each time, and deployment of the TCI regimen for domestic security support. It's a change that residents of the Turks and Caicos Texas have been clamoring for years. Previously, the Premier's office was known to stay silent on issues for months, even as residents begged for government intervention and the press pushed for statements. The change is welcome for many residents, some of whom expressed as much following a February 3rd press conference lauding the governor-premier duo for their swift action. There is a 40% chance of rain today as a cold front drifts across the islands. Expect strong, gusty winds, large and dangerous sea swells right through the middle of the week. Secure your boats, warns the National Weather Service of the TCI. Also large objects in your yards as gale force winds are anticipated. Also in the forecast, rip currents, hazardous surf, localized flooding, scattered showers, and isolated thunderstorms. Small craft operators remain in port. Beachgoers refrain from entering the water. And a small craft advisory is also in effect. I'm DeAndre Hamilton. Thank you for joining us. Top Stories in 5 is a Magnetic Media production.